matchup between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Get ready, get ready!
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. There's the wash. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
13!
Garoppolo on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw once more on second and 10. Trubisky. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
X3, 218, top. Move. Rush in. Alert.
Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now Trubisky on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down.
Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. He told me,
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
that's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Motion, motion, motion. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Got his target, Samuel. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And it's 3rd down.
18. Keep it up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball.
Certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here we go again.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
51 to mark, boy. 51.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Garoppolo on the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded at the goal line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
18. Check it back. Ball.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Trubisky to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Lucky. Hey, ball.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking out nicely. Good English on that punt. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Breda. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
21. Check nickel. 11. Hey, seam 6. Kill. Watch out. Tight dog. 21. Check. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to Samuel. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 70 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. Muscles him off. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The screen pass here to Cohen. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Bring it up. 180. 54 Mike. Not here. Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 1, Trubisky. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Shift! Watch the shift! Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Slam, slam, slam. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Trying to get it to Landry there. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DB.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
At their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
Alert, 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 alert. Lock in, lock in. Hey, orbit.
I'm going back to you.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Bears on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Trubisky will throw. That is caught by Cohen. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now it's Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins in one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Now it's Trubisky looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete. But remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not 4th down yet, so they will keep possession. Well, folks, I guess. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Two.
On 1st down, here's Breida. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They run for it with Breida. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On third down, a run from Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Now San Francisco. Going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Blue.
Go, go, go. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Alert.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And 3 record, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago,
ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subject